Okay, so episode 13, Spice and Wolf. Jump into it. Uh, Lawrence and Hollow, you know, found out that they got betrayed. And things aren't looking good. Hollow went to confront the wolf pack. I'm get out of them. But we'll see. Yo, they look hilarious there. I mentioned it. I don't know if it got recorded or not because OBS is giving me problems. But Hollow and Lawrence, the way they shake hands there, just looks like they just settled on a deal. It seems like Lawrence got away. He probably left him there, hoping that. But it seems like he managed to escape. Probably cut the rope on something. He was over the fire, maybe burnt it. Let it burn off. Got his ass kicked protecting something important to her. I find it really endearing that Hollow, so moved. Seeing Lawrence hurt like that, Interesting that she went with the approach to humble herself there rather than beat them. Well, I do believe she could have taken them all. Or beat them all. But instead she didn't, and I think she did that looking out for Lawrence, right? They wouldn't use him as a way to get at her if she kicked all their asses. Looking at their trip, right? For the long term. He never thought of that. Yeah, that dog will get slapped down. That dog is the size of Hollo's baby toe. And sounding like a genie right now. I'll grant you any wish. Limited time offer only. Limited options only. Basically. To be honest, I was recording the audio sources together. I might do it a bit differently next time. Just in case, because I ran into a big problem with it. Unexpected. Okay. Surprise fan service. A little more detail compared to the previous episode. Damn. I'm very surprised she gets instant transformation. I think it's better than a long one, but beautiful. Like the first time I saw it, I think the wall was the episode 4. I didn't expect it to be like quickly done. Oh yeah, she's gonna pursue her dream. Tired of the stable job, but not the one she loves, and steady but low pay. Yet by low pay, high danger. Surprised they're telling her like a story like that when they plan to kill her. Probably to get her to let her down. Damn holes fast. Hmm. Yeah, good luck. And there's a battle scar now. Yo, he's getting his ass kicked not by the wolf but by the sheep. Sheep's like, yo, this is my farm now. I'm the farmer now. So she's like, you'll pay me how much? This is what he was worried about. Deny. Yeah, that dog's just, it's like the size of a hose. No chance. Well, they say dogs aren't the brightest animal. So smart on Nora to stop it there. And would have just once gotten itself killed. I didn't wait. Yure Chennai. Oh, it looks like she. Well, there's no blood leaking, but it looks like she bit off his. Man just looks like he passed out after a long day. Probably fainted right away. I wasn't the one who betrayed you, he says, knowing about the betrayal and being part of it. Well, paying off your debts is better than not paying them off. He deserved that. But to have to rob them and kill. Like, oh, the cut you asked for was too much. We wouldn't profit. Yeah, but you wouldn't be in debt. Like, pick. This would be the smart thing to do. Split the gold, take off. The guild will cover the debt, and then you pay off the guild, and then Lemurio goes bankrupt. Lawrence is worrying about why Hollow said too soft-hearted. But maybe him turning around with this good deed will humble them, and maybe. I did want to see Hollow fight though. But this isn't action show really. Oh, no. So even though it's not an action, surprising to see some action. But it's more of an adventure. Fantasy stuff. Big romantic undertones. He has a big plan now. I don't see Nora walking with Lawrence. Question. It's just their child. Oh, a very beautiful character. I'd like you to buy for 500. Now the cut that they would have taken once on Hollow went up a lot. Interesting way he decided to handle. Wedding. From the heat. Probably literally in front of a fireplace, right? Trading unit. Hmm. Matakuma. My boy. That's my boy. Keeping it on the hush hush. For 100, that's pretty damn good. Over a quarter. Over that, so that's enough to cover his debts. And they'll have it for 70s. The man rushed. Printed to that. I guess what's all could probably pick up and easy. Like his actually, when he yelled out, they didn't. There's no audio for it. Just like pure different vibes with Lauren. I think Spice and Wolf is based off a manga, right? No, a light novel that was adapted. I like the Fang. I don't like when characters have like that in colored Fang thing. It looks like just flesh going down. I don't like. You're not give them a Fang and make it. I'm a fan of this. Oh, she's mentally prepared herself. Oh. Mine's like takes a lot of effort. To easier to remember. Saves time, and time is money as a merchant. And it's like that one less letter makes that much of a difference. 20% shorter. Too many times to say that letter, a sentence, a conversation, conversations in a day. Most days in a. How much time will be saved? Time is money. Merchant. Saved. Almost like you better do it correctly. It's like, damn. Time to make my escape situation. Ah. He timed it perfectly. He watched. He saw it was about midday or whatever. Butter. Always cute. Her tsundereness is a little much for me at times, but not like too much. I do like her. I guess like Holo and Lawrence went ahead of Nora. Yo, that was funny. She's like, I wish you two like happiness. It almost sounds like Nora ships them. Pretty funny. I mean, like, I think Nora and Lawrence had a little crush on each other, but really Holo's endgame Hollow, Hollow Lawrence. Nobody's getting between them. I really liked this season. The stuff with them was kind of interesting. It wasn't the stuff with Chloe too. I thought Chloe's characters was well. I know that character is anime only. She was not originally in manga light novel. Being Hollow and Lawrence on the wagon. I don't know, it reminds me of Cody. Ask. Mm, nice. Okay, so that was Spice and Wolf, the last episode. Good episode. Really liked it. Loved this season. Just quick thoughts because the audio got messed up. So I lost a bit of commentary. But anyways, it was a great season. I'm looking forward to the OVA. Spice and Wolf was very beautiful in how it also progressed the story of Lawrence and Hollow, especially after the stuff with Chloe, right? Chloe's character was really well written. I know in the original light novel and stuff, they had a male acquaintance who was only a business partner, go and persecute Hollow and Lawrence and stuff. But to be honest, Chloe serves that much better, being the potential love interest that she was with Lawrence and that he was with her. It makes that betrayal hit harder, that she was persecuting Hollow, the whole thing of her even saying, you know, kill him for Lawrence back in episode 5 or whatever. Makes it hit so much harder. And also, at the end of that episode, you see Hollow and Lawrence grow closer, not just because they were almost killed and everything, but the fact of who Chloe was compared to the original character, her being a woman, her being, by a woman I mean like her being a love interest of Lawrence's, rather than an old dude who's just a business associate, business acquaintance, right? It just impacted it so much more, made the relationship blossom even more. So that was great. It really served that purpose well. It did really well with that. Um, so I loved that. I loved, you know, I loved Hollow's character, beautiful character, fun character. Her tsundereness was a little much for me at times, but yeah. And I'm sorry I'm rushing through this commentary, but I ended up losing it like twice. So yeah. But anyways, it was wonderful looking forward to the OVA and season 2. Really good show. Uh yeah. Hollow and Lawrence are endgame. Nora and anyone else can't get between that. Not gonna happen. That one dude who was a money changer, friend of Lawrence, his character I didn't like at all. Very annoying. Wanted to punch him in the face, like repeatedly. But other than that, I liked the characters. Lawrence's character is cool. Hollow's character is great. Hope to see her kick ass. I was hoping she would have kicked those wolves' asses, but she humbled herself, which fed their pride, I think. But she did humble herself only to, because I think she could have taken them, but she didn't want to cause problems for Lawrence, because it would have been greatly difficult to fight and protect him. So, looking out for his well-being, you know? I thought it was beautiful that she was so moved by seeing him wounded, seeing him hurt, right? So, even after just humiliating herself in a way. So I want to see Hollow kick ass though. She kicks ass intellectually, haggling and the business deals and everything, but a little physical ass kicking would be cool. So a nice romance development. People might say, "Oh, there's not much. They're not official, but they're unofficially official." It would, especially after again Chloe's whole arc and Chloe, her in the anime compared to being an anime exclusive character served that purpose so much better. It fed it so much better. Emphasizing the betrayal again, emphasizing all of that there, and then being so much more impactful. Her being having been a potential love interest, so much more impactful on the idea of that on Lawrence and Hollow's relationship, right? Them being closer, getting closer as a matter of fact, after the fact, I meant to say, emotionally and everything, but even physically too, right? Because you see them holding hands at the end of that episode. I think it was episode 5 or 6, or linking arms, right? So that was really great. That was really great. And yeah, Spice and Wolf is a great show. It illustrates different points, interesting things. You see many people, some of the characters, and this isn't a reflection of their faith or anything, just something that I think is common in real life. People just take things at face value. They judge things at face value. They're quick to judge, right? So Spice and Wolf brought that with in different ways. People, looking at Nora, judging her off of that, assuming she does evil witchcraft and stuff, right? Just because she's highly skilled at what she's doing. But they're surprised at it. How does she go into these dangerous areas? And she does so incredibly well. She's so, even Hollow said she's incredibly gifted as a shepherd. One of the best, even despite being so young. But then also the stuff of that also happened again when Hollow and Lawrence were going around to get loans to pay off the debt, right? So this show does have good lessons in it for that, just as an example in other ways too, right? I know apparently Hollow says something in light novel 6 or something. I believe, I haven't read it, just something I heard. Only the one thing, it's just one line. The anime doesn't adapt it, where she has some doubt, where she basically just says, I don't believe there's any way the universe could be created by a single being, right? And some people stretched that to be her, oh, she's bashing this faith or that or whatever. By no means. All saying that makes sense because of how she was persecuted and treated, and how those who showcased whatever faiths did so in such a poor way. They were poor examples of it to her, right? Mostly by, trying to kill her. Kidnapping, trying to kill, But yeah. And the whole, if she does say something like that in the light novels, talking about only one line, so it's not a spoiler, don't worry. It's a thought that crosses everybody's mind at least once. People get doubts about stuff, It's normal. Right? Everyone does. Everyone has at some point. Right? Again, but that ties into I know some people stretch what she said out of context a bit, or they insert meaning into it rather than taking it out because they forget stuff for Holo, right? But again, that's a thing of taking it too much at face value. So, yeah. Spice and Wolf, really good. Liked it a lot. Looking forward to the OVA and everything. I will be watching season 2 alongside that vampire anime that showed last season. I forgot the name. But yeah. So if you like the video, leave a like, subscribe if you want more, comment down below too. Tell me what you thought about this season. Tell me what you thought about the development of things, different parts, what with Chloe, what with how they handled the trading, how they handled it in the last episode. You know, I also said they could have just, you know, had the guild take the debt, pay the debt off, and let the company go under. So let me know. Right. I do think Lawrence handled it in a very kind way. You know? Could have completely screwed them over, but didn't. Taught them a lesson instead, but glad that didn't backfire. Yeah. I knew they were going to betray them. Betray Lawrence and Hollow. I had a feeling. I wasn't sure. But yeah. Thanks for watching and see ya.